Good morning. Who's going to be here first? Oh, I did it again. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Nation, your source for random topics with your friendly neighborhood author, me. Good morning, Michelle. Michelle was here first today. Congratulations. You've won a brand new car. I can't back that up. That's not true. I mean, maybe like a Hot Wheels car. Good morning, Deborah. Hope you're enjoying your bye week. So we've got a full slate of things to talk about today. Fun topics. I didn't really scan many of the hot news topics. Now I'm kind of curious, like what's being discussed. Hello, Heather LeBlanc. It's good to see you. I got the trusty old iPad. I did notice a few things this week. This is good. Huh. What? That's not right. Egypt unveils ancient royal tomb in Luxor. That's good. That's cool. All right. I also saw that Bob Iger is rolling back prices at the Disney parks, so that's nice. Thanks for that, Bob. Glad to have you back. Not a fan of the last guy. Not a fan of that dude at all. So what have you guys been up to this weekend? Anything fun? Watch some football maybe? I'm drinking some Charleston coffee roasters right now. They sell it at Publix. They don't sell Perk at Publix. Gotta go to Whole Foods for that. But I'm gonna be branching out to some new coffees here soon. Might even be roasting my own beans. Writing and drinking coffee. Okay. Tell me what you're writing right now. I mean, if you want to. What are you writing? Because that sounds like a cool deal. I mean, I do that 5 days a week. But when you say it, Kayla, it sounds like fun. You know, it sounds a lot more fun than when I do. Like when I wake up, I'm like, oh, drink my coffee, go write another book. The way you say it, though, it makes it sound like, yeah, I'm excited to do this again. It's hard sometimes. It's like sometimes you're like, man, why is this so hard? I can't figure out what to do next with this story, or oh, what should I do here? Or is this going to be good enough? And the reality of it is, what you've said that's here on the screen it encapsulates what it should be. I'm just writing. I'm just drinking coffee and writing. Yes, that's the attitude I see. That's a freeing, creative attitude. I need to think about it that way. Yeah, just writing, drinking coffee. I love it. Montezuma. Okay. Very good. Good morning, Cheryl Walton. A story you've been working on for 6 years and hope to have the manuscript done by fall. Awesome. Very good. Awesome. This coffee is very good. This thing's saying that. See, they clickbait me into these things sometimes. But this is clickbaity. That they're trying to tell me that something about Animal Kingdom's going to be closed. Animal Kingdom's going nowhere. No, this is not a Disney vlog. Although, man, Would I get tired of doing that? Like going to the parks all the time, doing vlogs, just walking around. I've seen the same guy doing that because we go down there once a year or so. And I've seen the same guy with his fedora on, walking around, and with one of those sticks with his iPhone or whatever. He might even have I think he has like a legit camera. Maybe it's an iPhone. I remember more about him than the stick and the camera. Yeah, I've seen him walking around, and I was like, this guy, and then I realized I'd seen him before on YouTube. Like, he was like a pretty big YouTuber. All he does, I think, is goes to Disney parks all the time. Like, that would, I mean, if you're making money doing it, cool. But do you get tired of that? I love Disney. But hello, Terry. Good morning, Ray. Watching on YouTube, couldn't find on Facebook. Oh, sorry. Well, hey, listen. What's up, Dennis? Listen, everybody rush over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. We're inching our way closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone. And yeah, I'm being a little selfish, but yeah. And then, yes, obviously, we get 1,000. Well, then the next milestone is going to be 2,000, and then 5,000, and then 10. But this is all about, spreading the good word of Coffee Nation. What other writers out there have coffee with their reader friends every week? I can't think of a one. I mean, there are some. I know that some of my buddies do some things now and then, but not. This is a unique experience for us all. You're really lucky. Kidding. Nobody's gonna watch that and think I'm serious, but I always feel like I have to say I'm kidding. So if you've been paying attention, you've seen that artificial intelligence, AI, is taking the world by storm right now. You've got all sorts of fascinating things happening with Midjourney AI, and you have OpenAI, ChatGPT, and DALL-E, and all these different things happening. It's really interesting, and I think a lot of it's really cool, and it's going to make productivity for a lot of people in a lot of different places ramp up. I know a lot of people are afraid of job loss, like losing their jobs or whatever. I don't know. I feel like if you're a person that stuff could replace, then you're a person that could figure out how to utilize it to make you even better, more productive, faster, cooler. I don't know about cooler. But it's interesting. But my question isn't it's not about any of that. My question about it is, if this machine learning is so fast and AI is so powerful, why in the world do we not have deep space travel like 2 days ago? It should be like, oh, they figured out the equation for like creating a stable wormhole, and now we can travel a million light years away in seconds by just folding the fabric of space-time. If the machine learning is so smart, it should have been able to create that equation in seconds, or maybe I'll give it a break, a minute. It should have been able to figure out those equations in a minute. And right now, construction on these stargates or whatever should have commenced. It should have commenced already, so that we can explore the wonders of the universe in all its glory. It's all about the money. Is that right? With the AI? Good grief, this coffee is awesome. I mean, I have always liked Charleston And by always, I mean for like 5 months, 4 months. Charleston Coffee Company. But I really nailed it this morning on the right amount of coffee grounds and water. The ratio was perfect. And I regret not making more, but here's the irony. If I had, well, I mean, I've got a little more in the pot, but had I made more, the ratio wouldn't have been perfect. Oh, irony. Oh, irony. I loathe thee. But it is tasty. Goodness, that's delicious. If you haven't tried Charleston Coffee Roasters, highly recommend. Available at your local Publix grocery store. If you don't have Publix where you live, well, maybe you're SOL, or maybe they have it. Maybe they have it at your place. Tell me what you guys are reading right now. If you're not reading one of my books, I don't want to hear about it. No, I'm kidding. I'm interested to know what you guys are reading right now. What kind of book? You have any book recommendations? That's my question. I'm still reading some nonfiction. I'm reading some Deepak Chopra and I don't even know the other Zealand, whatever his name is. You gotta look it up on my Kindle app here. Here, let's look at the old iPad Mini. The old trusty iPad Mini. This thing has been trusty. It's like 5, 6 years old. It's working great. Let's see what we got here. I'm currently reading. Well, I'm still reading Backyard Starship, about 2 pages a day. Should have already finished it. Oh, Vadim Zealand. Yeah. Reality Transurfing. That's an interesting book about quantum physics and such. I started Scorpion by Mark Dawson, but I haven't jumped into that yet. It's that's a different. I like his John Milton books, but I haven't jumped into this new one that he's got a co-author with. I've got Steve Barry's Last Kingdom on here too. I'm eventually going to get to that. And then, what was I reading by Chopra? Oh, I have a paperback of that. I'm also listening to Atomic Habits by James Clear, which is pretty cool because I think I interacted with James at one point about 10 years, 11 years ago when I was maybe longer. It was probably more than that because I was blogging a little bit in my spare time when I was working at the school. And so I was following James way back then, I think. Let's see what we have here. Des Palmer, eh? Old Des has been texting me a little bit lately. Is it pretty good? Obviously, it's pretty good. Don't answer that, Ray, because you're reading it. Riley Thorne series by Lucy Score. Oh, I love her. She is so sweet. Lucy's a friend of mine, and she is absolutely doing fantastic this last year and this year. Her book, The Things We Never Got Over, that hit #1 in the whole Amazon store, which is incredible. And it's so weird to know that, you know, like this gal is like, yeah, go to conference, hang out at the bar with her, her and Tim, and yeah, it's just funny. It gets to see that, and then when I was going through, and the book's still it's still just really, really moving well. But I went past the bookstore because I always go into like the newsstand bookstores and airports, pick up like magazines and sometimes a book, and I like right there, top center. I couldn't miss it. Was her book in the airport, and I'm like, what? Oh yeah, she signed a print deal. So yeah, she's doing great, and she's an awesome person. Like Lucy is truly an awesome person. As far as I know, I mean, just based on my experience hanging out with her. No, I'm not name dropping. I'm just saying she's a really cool chick. Love Lucy and Tim. Reading Sable's securities. Oh yeah, Seeley. Yeah, good. Excellent. I'll be sure to tell him that. I'll be sure to tell Lucy too. Terry. Peruvian exchange, eh? Nick Thacker style. These are good book recommendations, guys. Excellent work. You're doing wonderful things here. I like this. House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. Lewski. That's a big mouthful. The Cartographer by Pink Shepherd. And The Gunslinger by Stephen King. What an array of books. Hey, okay, so I'm going to look up House of Leaves. I've read The Gunslinger. Have you... Cartographer. I'm going to make a note of that right now. I'm going to put that down on my little notepad list. Look at me being organized with the show today. The Cartographer sounds cool. My cat's at the door. Baby, do you want to come in here? And House of Leaves. Okay. Okay, I'll let you in. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me let this cat in, or she's going to just whine at the door for another 15 minutes. Come here, baby. It's okay. You can come in. Don't do it slow. Just come in. There you go. Cats don't always know what they want. You know, they think they know what they want, and then they get what they were begging for, and then they're not interested. Yeah, don't knock anything over, little one. Okay, you just purr and walk around. Oh, Queen of Paris. Okay. What are you doing? You want to come up here? Don't rub the tripod too hard. You want to come up? You come up? All right. All right, cutie. Come here. You come up here? She's like trying to decide if she wants to hop into my lap or not. I don't want you rubbing that though. You're gonna like make the camera all shaky for everybody. Good morning, Patricia Leon or Lion. Chile, Haiti. Finally get Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, great. Wonderful. They wear jackets at 70 degrees. That's funny. Hey, baby. Oh, no. I mean, I'll probably put on like a light hoodie when it gets into the 60s. There you go. There's my friend. There's my little friend. Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. You're going to try to jump on my desk, aren't you? I would really like it if you didn't do that. But I'll hold my coffee just in case. Little purr bug. Sweet baby. No, I'm distracted. Like fully distracted by my cat. What's on... has anybody seen... right, saw the kitty. Good girl. Good girl. Has anybody seen Speaking of cats, has anybody seen Puss in Boots yet? The Last Wish? Do not knock that off. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. I don't want you knocking my stuff off. Maybe not up there. There's not a lot of room up there for you to walk around, okay? You're a little clumsy. No, I'm not. Don't get up there. I'm stronger than you. You're not gonna. This is not a winning battle for you. You can't win this one. Stop. Do not pull my book off. That is not a string for you to play with. I have my little journal right there, and it's got like the ribbon bookmark. The ribbon's what she's going after. Stop. No, do not get up there. Oh, so you saw it. Great. Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna do it today. I want to take my kid to see it, and I just haven't done it yet. I wanted to do it over the holidays, and I didn't make it a priority. We like Puss in Boots. Do you like Puss in Boots? Meow. Now it's a show about cats. Should crush it on YouTube though. Since cat videos seem to dominate, it's always the top of the charts. All right. Thanks for joining me up here. Appreciate it. Yep. Pour yourself a bourbon. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out then for sure. For sure. Currently reading Mark for Blood by Nick T. Wow. All you guys are reading Nick's stuff right now. That's interesting. I'm like, where did the cat go? Well, I'll be sure to tell Nick since I know that he's not awake yet. Although I am wearing the hat from his home state. Maybe he's from Texas originally. He said something confusing the other day to me because I thought he was from Colorado. And then he mentioned something about, I think he's born in San Antonio, actually. Yeah, which is where my mama's from. You're just looking for anything to play with, aren't you? Just keep snooping around. You're going to make me open the door to let you out, aren't you? Good morning, Shelley. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. But yeah, back to the artificial intelligence thing. I think it's interesting that we've got all of a sudden we have this enormous computing power and this enormous rapid machine learning. Do not pull that over. Don't do that. No. We have all of that, and now we should have, hey, quit it. And we should have solutions to all the problems. You know? Like, those things should be spitting out the answers that should push us forward in human in the human timeline by like 200 years. You know, there's like Michio Kaku, my favorite physicist. He talks about the levels of the stages of a particular race. So like humanity, race of humanity, or like an alien race or whatever. Here we go. She's gonna want out now. You want out? Yeah. Of course she does. So we have this, and we have the 3 stages. I've talked about it before. And go on. There you go. Right now, we are currently, he said, and this was last year sometime, he said that we're about 100 years maybe away from being able to control the weather. And which I think it's less than that, honestly. as I've discussed my plan for reversing climate change, which is, shade, like solar shade, immediate cooling. But then he talked about how the next stage is, what was it? Like close to light speed travel. I can't remember which one was. But then the third one was like intergalactic, or maybe it was, colonization. And then I don't remember. The third one was, I got to look it up again, but the third one was like intergalactic travel all over the universe. You could fold space time, harness the power of wormholes. But I'm just thinking, like, these things, yeah, I think they've created the solutions, and we're just not allowed to have them yet because, like Michelle said, it's about the money. Could cure diseases. There's no money in the cure. There's money in the treatment, right? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Yes. Yes. I love it. I hope you guys love this story. I enjoyed writing it. It was hard at times, but that's the way writing is. But I hope that you guys really enjoy this story, and yeah, I'm gonna be pumping out several new books this year, so I'm roughly 10 to 11, maybe 15% done with Gideon Wolf 3 right now. So by the end of the week, I plan on being significantly farther ahead on that. My goal is to be at least 50% done with it when we release Poseidon, but it could be farther along. I could be closer to done with it. Like to be close to done with it. So yeah, and that's cool. I'm glad you guys are looking forward to it. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, it sure can. I did. I watched that. Hello, Dave. Yeah, definitely. For sure. I know even Elon was talking about it. Like he was like, I guess on Rogan a couple years ago, he was talking about AI, and he, Elon knows all about that sort of stuff, and he's like, it's exciting, but paraphrasing, but it's also, we should be, really careful about it, because how, the the fear is like Terminator, right? Like they don't need us anymore, or the Matrix. They don't, like, we're the inferior machines or whatever. So I don't know that the singularity would ever really happen. I suppose it could, but I don't know. I'm not as afraid of it as my wife is. Megan is terrified of the singularity happening. The AI that becomes self-aware and believes it to be superior. I think that's what she's worried about. I remain unconcerned. Just like with my Atlanta Braves, just like with my Tennessee Vols, I remain unconcerned. We have good systems in place. So, and everything always has a weakness. So even if the machines were to rise and try to take over, they'd have a weakness that we could exploit. Perhaps, electromagnetic pulse, knock them out that way. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Pamela. Yeah, so here it wasn't as bad. It rained heavily for a short amount of time. It was real windy, and we did have some thunder, but we didn't have any tornadoes here. We were under a tornado watch, and that was during the day. So, normally when they hit here, it's at night, which is terrifying. And that's I love Tennessee. I love Southeast Tennessee, or all of East Tennessee. I love the area I live in, and it's beautiful, and it's a cool place to be. Second best, tax state in the union. Like, we have a lot of low cost of living, pretty country here. But over the years, more and more tornadoes have been hitting in this area that I did not experience growing up in the 80s here. 70s, 80s didn't happen. And then in like the mid 90s, one happened. I want to say 97. And we were all like, whoa. And then 10 years later, another. And then I guess big ones like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and then maybe 10 years ago. And then 3 years ago, we had the one that went right over my house. And get more frequent. And I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah. 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 It's Mother Nature's revolting all over the place. Look at California. Crazy. So, yeah, the El Nino, the La Nina didn't get as, what was it? It didn't get as cold as it was supposed to get, which means the El Nino is going to be warmer than usual, which is going to cause a ton of problems weather-wise. So strap in, because it's going to be crazy. But yeah, one of the reasons I'm looking at moving to a place that has less weather events is like the tornadoes. Just, they're so unpredictable. You don't know where they're going to hit, when they're going to hit. I'll follow the radar when we're under a watch. I'll watch it closely, but still don't know. Yeah, Mother Nature fights back. Or, it could be that it's not fighting back. It's just, I'm not correcting you, but this is the way I choose to look at it, is that, the cycle, this is the cycle, right? And we can't necessarily stop the cycle. It happens so many thousands of years. 5,000 years ago, the Sahara was a jungle. And so we know that these things happen and change, and the upheaval happens. The question is, what will it do to us? Like, can we survive it, right? Can we survive, cataclysmic, catastrophic changes in the weather and the earth and all that? I don't know. I think Bill Gates can survive it, because he's just bought up like half of America's farmland. So he'll have enough food, and he will be there to provide food for everyone. One of my buddies is friends with Bill Gates, and he's like, no, man, he's a really good guy. Okay, I believe you. I'm easily swayed. I don't necessarily think Gates is evil, but there are those that do. I think those people live in fear. Unless you're one of those people, then I'm not insulting you by saying that. Look at these comments. Which also means more bugs this summer. I know. The thing I hate most about summertime is the bugs. Yeah, the warm weather is fine, but oh my goodness, the bugs here. That's, again, I got to move to a drier place like Greece. Less bugs. Can't wait till the new Sean Wyatt book comes out in paperback. Yeah, that'll be I should have the upload in the next few days, so it'll depend on Amazon at that point and their review of it. Could be by the end of the week, could be by Friday, but it'll be before, more than likely the paperback will be available before the Kindle book. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's having issues. Everybody is having issues. Except the Sahara. It's still just hot and dry there. Is it hotter? Yeah. How can you tell? It already felt like hell. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know, right? I know, man. I was looking at Madeira, um, that Portuguese archipelago, and I was looking at relocating there. Big digital nomad community there. Amazing internet for some reason. Uh, really, really low cost of living, amazing climate, cool culture. And I was like, yeah, this sounds great. And and then but then I saw that their beaches are pebble beaches. I want sand. And then it's also, like it's old volcano, like lots of volcanoes on one island, like just you can see where like little ones, like these little calderas are, and there's some bigger calderas, and it's beautiful. And I'm like, is that going to be a problem again? Uh, so just cold and loads of rain. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're like, it's 30 degrees here right now, and then it's going to be 66 in 2 days with thunderstorms. So that's not a typical January for here. Usually it's, we're up in the low 40s for highs, and a lot of days in the 30s. But anyway, well, thanks for chatting with me today, guys. I'm going to go downstairs, probably make my kids some pancakes. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It sounds like they're watching Harry Potter, so I guess we're doing that too. Thanks for the book recommendations. I've got those written down, so I will definitely check those out. I will see you guys. Let's see. Friday is, yeah, we're good. I think we're good to go on shows for the next couple of weeks. So I'll see you guys Friday for Drinks with Dempsey. We'll talk about more stuff that's going on this week, what happened during the week, have some more friendly conversation and refreshments. Y'all enjoy the NFL playoffs today and tomorrow, and not sure today's games are going to be any good, but yeah, y'all have a wonderful week, guys, and I will see y'all on Friday. Thanks for joining your friendly neighborhood author. I should have like a sweater like Mr. Rogers, do the shoe tying, except I'm wearing slippers, these cozy slippers that Megan got me for Christmas. Look at these. All right, y'all. See you soon.